Chapter 27. Kacey. Wild children included. 2 weeks later, on Christmas Eve, Rhys and I pull up outside a modest 2-story craftsman home in Mira Mesa. When Rhys invited me to Christmas dinner with Simon and his wife Imogen, I was both excited and nervous. My stomach twisted into knots thinking about meeting Rhys's friends. In a way, since his whole life was on another continent, this was the closest I'd come to meeting the parents. Rhys told me that Imogen's cousin, Evelyn, and her husband, Daniel, have lived in Southern California for over 5 years. My hands tremble, so I twist them together in my lap. What if we're no good together outside our little quantum bubble? What if it bursts and he leaves for D.C. and we never see each other again?
Are you nervous, love?
Rhys asks. A little, yeah.
Listen, Simon already loves you. Imogen's the salt of the earth, and her cousin married an American, so you won't be totally outnumbered.
He teases. What if they don't like me? I whisper.
You're charming and fantastic without even trying.
His fingers tuck a strand of hair behind my ear, and he kisses my cheek. He moves to get out, but I remain leaning over the center console, waiting for more. He chuckles and returns, caressing my face. His kiss is slow and easy, like he's trying to calm me with his touch. Instead, my pulse races and the blood whooshes in my ears. As soon as he pulls away, I'm already pining for our next kiss.
Let's go enjoy ourselves,
he says. Rhys raps on the front door's glass oval inset. Screams and stomping sound from within. I lift my eyebrows, questioning.
Simon's boys, I warned you, they're quite feral. But only towards other tiny humans. They'll leave you alone.
He grins.
Probably.
Rhys, my tone warns him not to tease me. He nudges me with his shoulder.
I'm joking. It's going to be fun. Relax.
He presses a kiss to the top of my head and takes my hand, and then it's suddenly ripped out of his grasp when a stout woman in her late 20s flings the door open, throws her arms around me, and rocks us side to side.
Hello, my dear,
she trills.
We're just tickled you've made it.
Me too, I murmur into her hair with what little air I have left in my lungs.
For heaven's sake, Ims, let the girl breathe,
Rhys says. She whirls on him.
And you?
I pull in a relieved breath as Ims. Imogen, I guess, smothers Rhys.
What's taken so bloomin' long?
Simon's voice rumbles from the doorway.
Oh.
He chuckles.
Come on, you lot. Get inside.
Just then, 2 fair-haired boys shoot out the door and clamber down the stairs in a flurry of shouts, giggles, and motor noises.
We let them open one gift tonight. Toy airplanes. The newest obsession.
Imogen explains with one hand on her hip.
Boys!
She shouts, and I'm instantly jealous of her ability to project her voice.
Inside! Now!
The children skid to a stop on the sidewalk.
Yes, Mummy,
the older one says before spotting Rhys.
Uncle Rhys.
The child drops to his hands and knees, crawling between us with a squeal. Rhys scoops him up.
Henry, my boy, what have you got there?
An aeroplane. Santa brought us an early gift.
Henry's blue eyes beam as he lands the toy airplane on Rhys's head. Rhys tickles his ribs. Henry squeals and squirms. Rhys sets him down, and Henry scampers back inside. The younger boy squishes between Rhys and me, and his toy airplane snags on the hem of my dress. I hold it down to prevent flashing anyone as he tries to free it. Imogen quickly intervenes, releasing my floor-length skirts from the tiny child's clutches.
Sorry about that, love.
She inspects the affected fabric.
Phew. No harm done. Good thing you didn't wear silk tonight.
Imogen gestures to the door.
Shall we?
That welcome should have overwhelmed me, but between Imogen's hug and the way they're already treating me like family, my nerves have calmed considerably. I can tell Imogen and Simon are good people, wild children included. This isn't the first time I've thought Rhys will make a great dad, and seeing him with Henry threatens to reduce me into a puddle right here. Rhys studies my face with a worried expression.
You're not ready to make a run for it, are you?
One side of my mouth lifts. Not even close. You can't get rid of me that easily.
On the contrary, gorgeous girl. I plan on keeping you.
My heart flutters on a million wings. We head inside. Simon holds the door and smiles smugly, as if he knew all along we'd end up together. He shakes Rhys's hand and gives me a side hug as we enter. Heavenly aromas of pumpkin spice and baked pastry mingle with those of roast meat and potatoes. Then I catch a hint of something cloying, like burnt sugar. A woman, Imogen's cousin Evelyn, judging by the identical honey-blonde hair, fans smoke out the open window. She smiles at us apologetically.
Welcome to the Great British Burn-Off,
She says, laughing.
Daniel's been cooking.
Her accent is slightly thicker than Imogen's.
I swear, I don't know why you let him near the kitchen, Evie.
Imogen teases.
Hey,
Daniel protests.
I wanted sweet potato casserole. She's never made it, so I offered to.
Don't you worry.
Evelyn says.
I've already forbidden him to set foot in here again tonight.
Imogen introduces us to Evelyn, Daniel, and their daughter Charlotte, who's playing in the living room with Imogen's boys, Henry and George.
Come in and sit down.
Daniel says, gesturing at the table already laden with food.
Dinner's almost ready, minus the sweet potatoes.
Everything looks and smells delicious, I say.
You fancy your Christmas dinner a bit on the smoky side, then?
Simon asks, elbowing Daniel. I mean, aside from that, I hedge, not wanting to offend anyone. I guess Rhys senses my discomfort because he squeezes my hand and says,
I'm sure it will all be perfect. Evelyn knows what she's doing.
She sure does. I'm surprised they didn't make her head chef at the Fawn and Feather.
Daniel says.
They weren't happy I stole her away, at any rate.
Is that where you met?
Rhys asks.
I miss that place.
Yeah, I was in London for a business trip, but I didn't want to stay in the city, so I found an inn in Guildford. The Fawn and Feather was around the corner. It became my home away from home.
He smiles at Evelyn.
Evie made me feel welcome, even when the locals got quiet and stared me down.
They did not.
Evelyn tisks and nestles a steaming bowl of beans among the many dishes on the table.
Everyone knows each other, so they get all wonky when a newcomer walks in.
She wipes her hands on her apron.
That's it then. Dinner's on. Let's get the kids in, say grace.
Dinner is amazing. Daniel wasn't kidding when he wondered why they didn't hire Evelyn as head chef. But it makes sense that she's started her own catering company here in Mira Mesa. Of course, I'm getting her card before I leave and keeping her in mind for future events. Simon rubs his buzzed hair in a circular, relaxed motion.
So, what's the plan after the holiday for you at work, Rhys? Staying on longer, then?
Actually,
Rhys gives me a knowing glance since we've already discussed this.
I received an official email this week. I'm going back to DC straight after the new year.
Our hosts give us pitying looks. It's okay, I say with forced cheerfulness. We're going to take turns visiting each other. Under the table, Rhys pats my knee.
It'll be fine.
He says.
Lots of people do long distance, don't they?
Of course they do.
Evelyn agrees.
Have you thought about transferring?
Imogen asks me.
Moving to DC? Well, not DC, but outside the city.
Rhys blinks and nods once, an okay to tell them. I've asked my dad for a transfer to the DC offices. Everyone bursts into ahs and claps of approval. But, I say, he's still considering it, and it's been a week. The joyful mood dampens slightly.
It's okay.
Rhys says.
We're going to make it work.
I'm sure your dad will come around.
Imogen says.
Virginia is lovely, and Rhys won't want to stay in his city flat forever.
Ins.
Simon warns under his breath.
What?
She bristles.
I'm just letting her know she's welcome, is all.
Thank you, Imogen. I share an uneasy glance with Rhys. We haven't decided anything for sure yet.
Other than we're crazy about each other.
Rhys adds. And we still have to see if you even want me around after spending Christmas with my family tomorrow, I joke.
Ah, yes. It will be interesting to see if Leo accepts me into the fold, or chases me off his property. Along with your 3 very large brothers.
I swat him. They've promised me they'll behave, and I'll be there to make sure they do.
I hope so.